Now, the most accurate weather team in Florida, ABC Action Weather.
How you doing, everybody? We continue to see showers and storms. It's summer, it's the rainy season, but the timing of that is all going to be changing starting later Thursday right through early next week. Believe it or not, it's because of a cool front. Now, the front isn't going to make it here. It stalls out in the panhandle. But the moisture out ahead of it and more of a west-southwest wind will enhance our rain chances starting in the morning along the coast. So, making your plans after 4 o'clock, knowing you'll have sunshine up until then, is not going to be so easy through the early part of next week because of this change. In fact, while I don't think we'll see much of it on Thursday, I definitely do by later Thursday night into Friday. So, Thursday, while the pattern does bring in from the west, I don't think it starts until mid to late afternoon and then everything moves east. But watch what happens on Friday morning. Instead of all that sunshine, we see rain rolling in first thing, especially in our northern counties. That's more of a westerly flow. And when you get this kind of a pattern, it very often leads to water spouts too. So I think we're going to hear about that Friday, Saturday, well, probably to the middle of next week at least, until we see a change. So this means if your plans on going to the beach, it isn't necessarily a shoo-in that you're going to see all that sunshine until late afternoon. In fact, far from it. You'll have some clouds and rain early, and then breaks in the cloud cover as the rains move away later in the afternoon. But it's definitely a trickier stretch to give yourself a few hours of sunshine, because with this sort of a pattern, you can almost have rain pop up at any time of the day or any time at night. Forecast highs, upper 80s to lower 90s, because we'll have the clouds earlier in the day instead of that sunshine all day and the storms arrive. So that too will give us a marked change. It isn't necessarily going to be cooler. You won't notice cool weather, but just because the clouds will be there earlier, that's going to limit the heating of the afternoon. The humidity, that ain't going anywhere. High temperatures in the low 90s, upper 80s to low 90s into the weekend, and then at least through the middle of next week, this pattern hangs in there.